Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Paul Skenes has officially emerged as the newest cornerstone of the Los Angeles Dodgers pitching rotation, a development that has left fans and analysts buzzing with excitement and speculation. For months, whispers circulated around Major League Baseball, with insiders hinting that Skenes, the top pitching prospect from the recent draft, could be fast-tracked to the big leagues. And now those whispers have transformed into a reality that few could have predicted this quickly. The Dodgers, known for their aggressive roster management and willingness to push top prospects into high-stakes situations, have placed a tremendous amount of trust in Skenes, signaling not only their belief in his ability to perform under pressure, but also their long-term vision for a pitching staff that could dominate for years. This move, however, is not without risks, as the transition from college stardom to major league competition is fraught with challenges, and fans are aware that expectations will weigh heavily on Skenes' young shoulders. Despite this, early reports suggest that the Dodgers coaching staff has been meticulously planning his development, providing him with a regimen designed to preserve his arm, refine his mechanics, and prepare him mentally for the intensity of playing in one of baseball's most scrutinized markets, Los Angeles. The excitement around Skenes has already sparked a wave of social media chatter, with every pitch, warm-up, and post-game comment analyzed as if he were already a seasoned veteran. Speculators are suggesting that his debut could redefine how prospects are integrated into elite teams, challenging conventional wisdom and potentially setting a new precedent for how franchises handle generational talent. Observers note that Skenes' combination of velocity, pitch variety, and composure under pressure creates a unique package that could make him an immediate impact player, even as skeptics caution that the leap from prospect to frontline starter is historically daunting. Rumors continue to swirl about how Skenes' presence might shift the dynamics of the Dodgers' rotation, affecting not just the starting lineup but bullpen usage, matchups, and even trade considerations, as the front office recalibrates its strategy around a pitcher who has long been billed as a future Cy Young contender. Analysts debate endlessly whether this accelerated promotion reflects a genuine belief in his readiness or a gamble driven by the pressure to win now, given the Dodgers' perennial championship aspirations. And the narrative unfolding around Skenes is becoming as compelling as any story in the sport today, creating an atmosphere where anticipation, hope, and uncertainty collide in the city of angels and beyond, leaving fans, rivals, and media alike on edge with every passing update about this remarkable young talent and his sudden, dramatic ascent to the big leagues. The Dodgers' decision to insert Paul Skenes into their rotation has sent shockwaves through the MLB landscape, and while the move is being lauded by some as bold and visionary, others view it as a calculated gamble that could either redefine his career or expose him to the harsh realities of major league competition. Observers are particularly focused on the timing, noting that Skenes bypassed several developmental milestones traditionally expected of top pitching prospects, skipping minor league levels and adjusting rapidly to professional routines that often take years to master. Yet insiders suggest that this accelerated timeline is not arbitrary. It is the product of meticulous analysis of his mechanics, mental toughness, and physical conditioning, all designed to optimize his trajectory while mitigating the risk of injury. Rumors hint that Skenes' camp and the Dodgers organization engaged in extensive discussions about workload, pitch selection, and recovery protocols, ensuring alignment between player and team. Social media, of course, has exploded with speculation, creating narratives about Skenes' potential impact on the rotation hierarchy, his first matchups against powerhouse lineups, and even how his debut might shift the balance of the National League as a whole. Every minor detail, from his bullpen sessions to warm-up routines, has been dissected by fans and analysts alike, with theories ranging from strategic pitching sequences to psychological tactics intended to manage the pressure of immediate expectations. There are murmurs that other teams are closely monitoring Skenes' integration, considering the implications for trade negotiations, competitive positioning, and talent evaluation models, as an accelerated promotion of this magnitude is rare and potentially trend-setting. Meanwhile, the Dodgers' veteran pitchers are reportedly adjusting to Skenes' sudden emergence, navigating both mentorship roles and competitive dynamics as they integrate a prodigy into a rotation already filled with high-caliber arms. Some speculate that internal rivalries may intensify as Skenes' performance becomes a benchmark against which other pitchers are measured, creating a complex social ecosystem within the clubhouse that will evolve with each outing. The media frenzy surrounding his first starts has taken on a life of its own, with rumors about potential Cy Young candidacy, rookie records, and even all-star selections dominating conversations, blending hope with scrutiny in equal measure. This level of attention, though unprecedented for a player so early in his professional journey, underscores the magnitude of the Dodgers' confidence in him, suggesting that Skenes is not merely a short-term experiment, but a long-term pillar around which the franchise is prepared to build its future. As the countdown to his first start ticks away, speculation intensifies, fan expectations skyrocket, and every reported insight, whether from spring training, batting practice, or private interviews, becomes a piece of a larger puzzle, illustrating how modern baseball narratives are increasingly shaped by rumor, anticipation, and the myth-making machinery of media-driven fandom. The excitement surrounding Paul Skenes is amplified by the Dodgers' history of integrating elite talent in high-pressure scenarios, a strategy that has yielded both dramatic triumphs and notable challenges. Analysts are pointing to parallels with past pitching phenoms, tracing how franchises have balanced immediate competitive needs with developmental prudence, and suggesting that Skenes could become the next example of a player whose rise is as much a product of opportunity as natural ability. There is widespread debate over how the Dodgers' front office is handling his workload, with insiders hinting at a series of protective measures designed to extend his career longevity, including monitored pitch counts, biomechanical assessments, and tailored recovery programs. Meanwhile, the rumor mill churns with stories about Skenes' personal preparation, mental approach, and interactions with veteran teammates, creating a narrative that blends human interest with competitive intrigue. Fans are dissecting every public statement, interview, and warm-up session, interpreting subtle gestures and comments as indicators of readiness, resilience, or vulnerability. Social media speculation has also fueled comparisons to historic MLB rookies who made immediate impacts, sparking heated debates over whether Skenes' trajectory could mirror legends or if the pressure might result in setbacks. There are whispers about how his debut might affect rotation strategy, bullpen deployment, and even opposing teams' scouting reports, with analysts suggesting that Skenes' presence could prompt a league-wide recalibration of pitching philosophies. Concurrently, betting markets and fantasy baseball leagues are absorbing the hype, with projections fluctuating dramatically based on every tidbit of information that leaks about Skenes' health, mechanics, or mindset. Inside the Dodgers clubhouse, there are subtle shifts in roles and responsibilities as veteran starters adjust to mentoring, competition, and the psychological dynamics introduced by a high-profile prospect suddenly becoming a frontline starter. The atmosphere is further charged by media narratives, which often blend objective reporting with speculative rumor, feeding a feedback loop that elevates expectations while magnifying perceived risks. Every pitch Skenes throws, whether in bullpen sessions or simulated games, is scrutinized as a potential signal of dominance, weakness, or hidden potential, creating a sense of anticipation that borders on frenzy. The tension between hype and caution reflects the delicate balance franchises face when promoting generational talent, as every decision carries consequences that extend far beyond a single season. Ultimately, the unfolding story around Skenes is not only about performance, but also about narrative construction, perception management, and the high-stakes theater of modern baseball, where rumor, expectation, and reality collide in a spectacle that captivates fans, media, and analysts alike, making each day in Los Angeles feel like a prelude to history. Speculation surrounding Paul Skenes' rapid ascent into the Dodgers' rotation has taken on a life of its own, transforming social media platforms, fan forums, and sports talk shows into a constant echo chamber of conjecture, analysis, and occasional exaggeration. Insiders hint that behind the scenes, SKENES is engaged in a near-obsessive preparation routine, blending physical conditioning, mechanical refinement, and mental visualization exercises aimed at ensuring that his debut is more than just competent, it's dominant. Reports, though unverified, suggest that even minor details, like his choice of pitching grips, warm-up sequence, and pre-game meal, are monitored by coaching staff and media alike, as if each small action could be a predictor of Cy Young potential. The Dodgers' strategy seems to involve a careful calibration of pressure and opportunity, allowing SKENES to face elite lineups while simultaneously protecting his long-term health, a balancing act that has historically been difficult but not impossible for top-tier talents. Rumors about potential early-season matchups, spotlight games, and even ceremonial first pitches have fueled further chatter, as fans and commentators alike debate whether SKENES' presence could reshape not just the rotation, but the team's identity and approach to high-stakes situations. Some whisper that internal clubhouse dynamics are subtly shifting, with veteran pitchers alternating between mentorship and guarded competitiveness, navigating the emergence of a talent who, despite his youth, commands attention and respect. Fantasy analysts and betting markets are reportedly adjusting projections in real time, reflecting the broader cultural fascination with the convergence of raw skill, hype, and the tantalizing possibility that SKENES might become an immediate impact player, altering the landscape of the Dodgers season before it has fully begun, and creating a story that blends rumor, anticipation, and the very real pressures of professional sports into an ongoing narrative that captivates audiences far beyond Los Angeles. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The Dodgers' choice to fast-track Paul SKENES has inevitably ignited debate across baseball circles, with commentators dissecting the wisdom, timing, and implications of thrusting such a young arm into the spotlight. Sources suggest that the organization's analytics department has played an outsized role, tracking every pitch, spin rate, velocity fluctuation, and biomechanical variable to ensure SKENES' development is optimized while minimizing injury risk, a feat that requires extraordinary coordination across medical, coaching, and strategic staff. Rumors hint at private sessions where SKENES receives individualized feedback from seasoned pitchers, pitching coaches, and even former Cy Young winners, forming a mentorship network designed to guide him through the inevitable pressures of early stardom. Fans, of course, are immersed in every nugget of information, translating minute details into narratives that range from prophetic predictions to cautionary tales, often treating social media speculation as near fact. Insider whispers suggest that the Dodgers are preparing for a series of high-profile outings intended to test SKENES' endurance and adaptability, with the hope that early exposure to elite competition will accelerate his growth, both statistically and psychologically. There are murmurs that rival teams are quietly observing these developments, weighing how SKENES' success could disrupt rotation hierarchies, trade strategies, and long-term competitive balance across the league. Even casual observers are drawn in, as the story has transcended traditional sports reporting to become a cultural moment, blending rumor, potential, and anticipation into a spectacle where every pitch, interview, and warm-up is scrutinized, and where SKENES' early performances could reverberate across the sport for years, redefining expectations for prospect integration, franchise strategy, and the intersection of hype, talent, and opportunity in a modern game. Insiders have suggested that part of the intrigue surrounding Paul SKENES stems from the Dodgers' willingness to embrace calculated risk, challenging conventional norms about how prospects should progress through the minor leagues. The rumor mill hints at intense internal discussions weighing his physical readiness against the opportunity cost of delaying exposure to major league competition, a conversation that blends biomechanics, mental resilience, and statistical modeling into a strategy designed to maximize both immediate impact and career longevity. Observers speculate that SKENES integration could influence pitching philosophies across the league, as other teams watch closely to see if the Dodgers' gamble pays off or falters under the weight of high expectations. Meanwhile, social media chatter has elevated every pre-game comment, warm-up session, and bullpen outing into fodder for debate, feeding a narrative ecosystem where rumor, hype, and performance analysis intermingle. There are whispers that veteran Dodgers pitchers are navigating a delicate balance between mentoring SKENES and competing for rotation prominence, creating nuanced clubhouse dynamics that could influence morale, preparation, and performance outcomes. Analysts also speculate that SKENES' debut may shift not just pitching rotations but strategic in-game decisions, bullpen usage, and even opposing lineups, as teams scramble to adjust to an emerging talent whose presence is already shaping the competitive landscape. Every rumor, insider tip, and fan interpretation contributes to an atmosphere of anticipation, anxiety, and excitement, illustrating how a single player can catalyze a narrative that extends beyond statistics and highlights, embedding itself in the cultural consciousness of baseball. Ultimately, SKENES' story is as much about perception as performance, blending anticipation, speculation, and calculated risk into a saga that exemplifies modern professional sports storytelling, where rumor and reality intertwine, and every development becomes a potential plot twist in the unfolding drama of a rookie ascending into elite company. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.